Happy Friday, everybody. Y'all have survived a week. It has been a week with the new tournament structure, the new rankings, everything's out. Lou Brewer of USTA, thank you so much for joining us. And let's walk these parents through all this craziness so everybody knows how to work everything. And yeah, let's get it going. So where are we going to start today?
Yeah. So what I thought we would do is first show you how to find tournaments.
Okay.
We certainly know that change is hard for everybody, including us, and we're all adapting to the new system.
Yeah.
I think what I will do is maybe, with your permission, share my screen quickly.
Yep, and I've got the link up there to the Play Tennis
great
tournaments link.
Great.
For anybody looking for a tournament for their kid, this is the link you use. But yeah, go ahead and share your screen, Lou.
Okay. Sure. Okay. And can you see my screen?
Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and just make it full screen and take us off there. And I'm going to hide this link. And here we go. All right. So what do we do?
Yeah. So this is important to come to this page. This is the URL. Lisa already had it up on her screen, so you can bookmark this page if you like or not. It's up to you. It's easy to find, though. When you come to USTA.com, all you have to do is go to play. And my computer's a little slow. What happened? Play, and then tournaments, and it'll take you to that page, which we were just on.
Perfect.
And it is important when you're searching for tournaments to log in first over here with this little icon about logging in. So you're assuming you're looking for tournaments and not programs, but let's take tournaments. You can see there's a category. So you can select juniors or adults or wheelchair, right? Juniors to search for a tournament. As of now, you must enter some sort of location, either a city or state or a zip code. Zip code seems to work better. So I'll just put the Orlando zip code, which is 232827, even though I'm not in Orlando. And you can set a date filter to whatever you like, from January 1, 2021 to whatever period you like. We'll just use this for our search for today. And then on the left side, as we scroll down, you can add more filters. So you can add a section filter. We have all the sections here, including national and unassigned. Let's just take Florida for today, even though that's going to pick it up by the zip code that we put in. You can choose the level of tournaments that you want, whether it's boys, girls, co-ed, or mixed. Select an age range. And here's probably the biggest thing that confuses people right now is this slider with the distance. And this is going to change to make it a bit more intuitive for people, but this is really important. So right now, when the slider's all the way to the right, it's 100 miles. But if you slide it to the left, the distance changes. And if you're willing to look all over the place, you can go all the way to the left and choose any distance. So we're going to scroll back to 50 miles. We're going to select singles. Since we're searching in Florida, I'm not going to look for an indoor tournament. And we'll just see, we'll do boys. We'll just see what we get. Maybe let's do level 7 and see what we get. And click on search.
So the key here is to fill in all the filters before you click the search button.
Yeah, well, you can do as many filters or as few filters as you like. But the one thing you have to do is to enter a location.
Okay.
That you got to enter a location. It won't, or it'll choke.
Okay.
So, and this is the screen that you'll get. These are the levels that we selected, level 7, as you can see, and boys. And so it pulled up these tournaments that are available within 50 miles of that zip code. And so the next step would be to choose an event. So let's click on boys 12s. You can just click the tournament in general, and it will give you all the events. So here's the information for all of for that tournament. Registration rules and discounts, if there are any discounts, and an explanation of the events and the price of the events, as you can see. So you can select, obviously, one or more events. So let's click on this. And when you're ready to check out, you just click on that button. It takes you to this page, and we're likely to get an error message because I think it's going to say that I'm a little too old for the Boys 12s event. So in any case, once you are here, you view the summary, you confirm the summary, you just continue to payment, and it'll ask you to enter your credit card information, and you're done. Then you're going to get a confirmation at the end of that. If you're, it's a really worthwhile exercise to make sure before you do this that your USTA account profile is accurate, because it's pulling everything from the person that's logged in up here at the top. Mm-hmm. Whoever is logged in there, it's pulling that person's information into this. So,
okay, so that's really important, Lou. So yes, if you're logged in as the parent,
yes,
and you're trying to sign up for a Boys 12s, it's not going to let you.
Right.
You have to sign in under the Boys 12 players profile in order to have the opportunity to actually sign up for the tournament.
Right. Or you have, as it says here, to add your child to your account profile, go to the profile section of the USTA webpage so that you can link that. And once the profiles are linked, it will understand what you're trying to do. So
okay. So again, that's really key. People that are having trouble signing up for events, make sure that either A, you're logged in as your child, mm-hmm. or B, that you've linked your profile and your child's profile on that profile link that Lou just highlighted there.
Right. Correct. Yeah. And really, it's as simple as that. And the hard part that I think people have had is, they're so used to going to the Tennis Link page that, they don't know where to go now, because Tennis Link will not have it. However, if you do happen to go to Tennis Link by mistake, there is a link on the Tennis Link page, which I might be able to show you.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
No.
So here is the Tennis Link page today. And right on that page is this big box looking for 2021 USTA tournaments. Click on the Find Tournaments button, and it's going to take you to that link that we were just on.
And again, that is, hang on, this link for those looking for it. Okay. Right. Lou, do me a favor. Can you take us through one more tournament search where you're not looking within your section, but rather, let's say you live in Florida, but you're going to visit grandma and grandpa in California.
Right.
And play a tournament there.
Okay. So it would be the same thing. Set your filter for junior. If grandma lives in Sacramento, you would want to choose NorCal.
Okay.
That's this is a bad idea, because California is so shut down, as you know.
Right.
I don't think we have any tournaments on the calendar right now.
Okay, let's pick a different section.
Yeah. Well, how about Middle States?
Okay, there we go.
Middle States, right. And we'll leave the levels open to see what we get. We'll leave the gender open to see what we get. And we'll narrow down the distance again to 50 miles, and let's just take singles and search. Let's do this. Let's do Philadelphia. And Aha. Ooh. Okay. Philadelphia, PA. And so searching in a different section, this is the Middle States section. You can see that there are a number of events taking place in January from today to January 31. And you can select any one of those. Lots of level 6s and 7s. And I know that in New Jersey now they are locked down there. Not as bad as California, I don't think, but still there are a lot of restrictions if you want to play tennis in New Jersey right now, which is a part of Middle States. So that would be how you would search.
Okay, perfect.
And for now, like I said, this is changing. I don't know when it's changing, but for now you must put a location in, either a city or a date, despite what filters you have here.
Okay. So
right?
You have to fill in the.
You have to fill in the location, right? At least a zip code or a city.
Got it.
At least that, and then you can apply the other filters. But we are, these applications have been designed with updates in mind, and so the updating process in Serve Tennis is a much simpler process than it was in the Tennis Link days. And so
it couldn't be worse.
Yeah, right. You can expect very frequent updates in Serve Tennis, much like the updates that you get on your mobile devices. If you have an app on your phone, you know how that updates frequently. This is the same thing. So very similar.
Great. All right.
So that's the search.
Okay, so that's tournament searching.
Right, tournaments.
Okay, so I'm going to just take us back here. So now the rankings, which have people just so upset right now because everything's being uploaded and changed.
Sure.
And,
lots of changes in rankings.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So first step is, this is the website to where you
put the link up?
Yes, here's the link.
So that's going to take you to this web page that I'm showing now.
Let me get back to that. All right. And I'm going to hide this. All right. So this is the 2021 rankings and standings website.
Right. Correct.
This is where you start to find your child's ranking.
Correct.
So, okay, now I'm going to shut up and let you show us how to search.
So a couple things about this page. Right here is a link to an FAQ, which explains the new ranking system for 2021. Very important to read that. And as we might expect, that's getting bypassed by and large. And it's too bad, because I think that would answer a lot of questions that people have. And here is a link to the new tournament structure for 2021. And here is the link to finding tournaments that we just talked about. So those are three important links on this page.
And let me just say that those of you who have posted questions on our Parents Only Facebook page, some of the answers that I've shared have come directly from that Junior Rankings FAQ. Some have come directly from Lou and Tracy Davies at USTA. So the Junior Rankings FAQ really is helpful. Please take a look at it.
Okay, so there are two tabs here, juniors and adults. The adults have way more ranking lists than juniors have. We won't even scroll. It goes down too far.
We don't care about
right. So the junior list, you can see each age division is clearly outlined, 12s, 14s, 16s, and 18s. And there is the text for this will change. We don't need to go down a rabbit hole in the difference between rankings and standings. But I think people know that the standings are the weekly lists that we publish, so that the rankings technically are the year-end rankings that the USTA publishes. So this is the text will change to National Standings List, and this is the combined list. So this is the list that takes 100% of your singles points plus 15% of your best 6 doubles points. Not all the doubles points, but the best 6 doubles points.
You get lots of notifications there, Lou.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody needs you.
And there's also a doubles list, which has all of your doubles points. So people will get a little confused with that. Okay. And then there's the bonus point list. And this is the list of players. Let's just look at that. The list has, for 2021, has now been expanded to 500 players. So on this list are the 500 players who, if a player beats one of these players in a tournament, the player earns bonus points. And
there are multiple pages, so just
multiple 25 pages, right? Because it's 500 people, right? So you got to keep that in mind. So the this is where you're going to find the rankings. The girls have their own, the boys have their own links. So let's look at the 16 and under boys.
Okay.
So once you're on this page, there are several things that you can do. If you know a player's name, in this search table, you can enter that player's name. So we'll just try Ethan Quinn and we'll see what comes up. He's the first one. So here are all the people with either Quinn in their first name or last name and where they stand. So you can search by player name. You can also search by section. Let's see, SoCal. So it's, I think it's, okay. So for now, these are all the players in the boys 16s on the national standings list from SoCal.
And there was a question about using a slash either before or after the section name.
Right. So if you have if you're from Georgia, for instance, you would, to get to, I suppose you could do Georgia. I haven't tried it in a while and they've rolled out other things, but if you do Southern and then / Georgia, if I could spell, it would be helpful. Right. And so these are the district rankings for Georgia. And for now, as you search here, this will be changing. This is a temporary ranking page. There will be a new ranking page, I think, rolling out in March that will be much more user-friendly, that will have drop-down boxes that will help you search for players or sections or districts. And on those lists, when those roll out, as you filter the national list for either a section or a district, the rank here will adjust so that Taylor Davis would show not as 13 on the national standings list, but as the #1 player from the Georgia district in the southern section. And it would so on go down the line. So,
but for now, the number you're seeing on the left is their number. So these are players ranked in order in that district, but the rank number that you see is their national ranking.
Correct. It's the national, their position on the national standings list.
Okay. So that's really important because I think there's been a lot of confusion over that.
Yeah, there has been. That's correct.
Rank and they say, but wait, my kid's #1. Why is it showing as number 13? Well, it's showing, so what you're seeing on the left, just to be clear, is the spot on the national standings list. But this is a list in order from #1 down within Southern section and the state of Georgia.
Right.
So let me ask Lou, if you wanted to just search the Southern section, what would you type in the search box?
That's when you have to do the slash.
So you just type Southern /
and leave it blank. Right. And now you have all of the Southern players.
Okay.
In this age division.
And again, the number in the under ranking is their number on the national standing list, not in the section.
Correct. But if they were ranked, it would be in this order. Right. So here's another area that's causing a fair amount of confusion these days are the doubles points, the singles points, and the combined points. The singles points here are strictly the points earned in the best 6 singles events. They do not include bonus points. The bonus points are reflected over here in this column of the combined points column, plus the 15% of the best 6 doubles. So this has been a little confusing. I know that if people try to do the math, it doesn't add up. And it's because for now, our data structure is such that it doesn't allow us to click on a player and then drill down into that player record. That is coming with the February 9th release of Serve Tennis. So starting on February the 9th, when you come to this ranking list, you'll be able to click on a player and see the player record behind the points. And it'll make it a lot easier for people to look and see what points are counting, what point levels, and it'll just be a better experience overall for us included, because it's very hard for us to troubleshoot these rankings now because even we can't see the player record behind this data for now. So, and that's an unfortunate thing, and I feel bad about that. And the player record is coming soon. When we get into March, there's a new enhancement that will be out, that you will be able to go into your player profile when you log in, and it's another place where you can see your entire player record. I've seen some mock-ups of those pages, and I think people will be very happy looking at those. The pages will include statistics on your record and trends. Are you trending up or down? This kind of thing. So I think there will be a lot of features when that rolls out later in the first quarter that people will be very happy to have that view of their player record.
For sure. Is there anything else we need to see on searching the rankings? Because I have a couple of questions for you, and I know you've got another to get to.
I've got to go. No, I don't think so. This is, I will tell you that we are running these rankings on Wednesdays now. Adults are going to run on Monday. For juniors, I can't speak to the adult side, but for juniors, a tournament will only be included if it's fully complete. So if you're playing in a tournament and it doesn't end until Wednesday, it probably won't get picked up until the next list next Wednesday, the Wednesday following that. Fortunately, in junior tennis, we have very few tournaments that end on Wednesday. Most end on Sunday or Mondays, but with the new structure, we have a lot of one-day events, so they could be happening anytime. So, in any case, we're running these on Wednesday, and the publication is scheduled for either very late Wednesday night or early Thursday morning for now.
Okay. And one last question before you go. Parents are asking about seeding in upcoming tournaments because we transitioned from the shadow rankings to now the regular rankings. There were some glitches. Tournaments are coming up. Kids that maybe should have been seated higher or are being seated lower or not at all.
Right.
How is that being addressed right now?
Yeah. These must be section tournaments because we're not having any national tournaments right now, unfortunately. Although look for February 6th through 8th, a set of tournaments that will be assigned level 2 ranking points will take place the weekend of February 6th through 8th. So it's up to each section to determine how they are going to seed for those tournaments. Although the regulations now say that you should start with the rank list and then you can make adjustments if necessary. So I know that some sections are going to do that. Some sections still like to seed using ratings. So that could be a possibility.
Okay.
Noting that in our regulations, selections can be using either ratings or rankings. So some sections, I think the Midwest section for their level 3 tournaments coming up this weekend have used ratings for selection. So they'll probably use ratings for seeding as well. But each section is sorting that out on their own for now.
So if a parent has a question about that, they should contact
the section
person in their section. Okay.
Correct.
Great. All right. Thank you, Lou. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to hang out for a second, but really appreciate your time.
Right. Happy to do it anytime. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So you've heard from Lou Brewer of USTA. He has walked us through how to search for a tournament, how to sign up for a tournament, how to search for rankings, how to use the rankings list, and he's addressed the seeding issues with the tournaments that are on the calendar that are registering right now and happening over the next few weeks. He's also let you know that some updates are happening. There's going to be an update in February. There's going to be another update in March to the website. So keep your eyes out for that. In the meantime, if you have questions, you can absolutely type them in the comments down there. And I'll make sure to tag USTA, or you can tag USTA in your comments, and we'll make sure to get your questions answered as quickly as possible. But please utilize the junior comp people in your own section. They have the most up-to-date information as it applies to events within a specific section. And as Lou said, there are lots of changes coming over the next few weeks. Be patient. I'm here to help. I'd love for you to stay with us, be part of our Tennis Parents Only Facebook group if you haven't joined that yet. And we've got lots of good discussions happening over there. If you haven't become a premium member of parentingaces.com, we'd love to have you join us over there too and help support our efforts to keep you informed and up to date, and make sure that this junior tennis journey goes as smoothly as possible. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. If you have questions, once again, type them in the comments. And just one more time, if you're looking for junior tournaments, here's your link. And if you're looking for junior rankings, here's your link. All right. So please take a look, post your questions in the comments, and hopefully we will do another one of these when any updates come out with USTA. I'm here for you, so post those questions. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your Friday, and have a great weekend.